Work to be done.
Alright, gotta level her up to catch her up with the party. Level 11 druids get their hands on some interesting stuff. Wall of Thorns is a nice one. And Windwalk, really strong defensive spell. Sunbeam's pretty great too. You know what, I'm actually gonna have her wield the Spear of Night. That looks pretty good on her. She can wield it with a shield just fine, so that works out nicely. The Blood of Lathander should definitely be used by somebody. Yeah. That looks good. Who knows, maybe I'll find another legendary weapon for him to wield at the same time. Oh yes. Now he's got 2 daggers to wield. And one gives him the ability to cast Hold Person, which will give him automatic advantage. Ooh. I love it. Ah, and Aylin's back now that I've set it tonight.
Ally mine, we are reunited once more. I was just regaling sweet Isabel with tales of our prowess.
Very impressive. Thank you for helping Aylin. That wizard sounded absolutely dastardly.
That he was. Oh, clipped into a wall during the conversation. Hey, when that happens. Yeah, glad I could help. Bastard had it coming.
He did, and it came. Now, my friend, bask in your victory. I will do the same. My darling, we must inform our friend of our news.
Oh.
Indeed. I've scouted a Selûnite enclave outside the city. They faced the Absolute's armies and come out battered and bruised. Aylin and I will go to them, provide what help we can.
But fear not. When the time comes for you to face the foe of foes, Isabel and I will stand by your side.
As will the Selûnites, I'm sure.
Not for anything.
Go well, friend. We will see you soon. And with our great powers combined, this city will be saved.
Sounds good to me.
You sleep, but the wicked don't. Someone is here to disturb your rest.
Oh, vampires have arrived.
Peace, brother. We're here to take you home.
The Master needs all 7 of us for the ceremony. Come with us and be reborn. We'll live again.
What the hell does Cazador want with him?
The Master needs him. He must attend.
Oh, I'm well aware of what the Master needs. But don't we deserve better?
Better? What do you mean, better?
After all these centuries of torment, I know what you all want. More than power. More than to walk in the sun. You want to see him dead.
Well said, and true.
The right of profane ascension will be mine. And he won't see a scrap of its glory. I am going to complete the ritual as the Ascendant, and then I am going to kill him! This is your chance. Stand with me. Name me your new master. We will get our revenge. And you will all live again.
His liar's smile spells danger. He knows full well that his kin will die in the ritual, but if any of the bearers of the scar die before the ritual begins, he will lose his chance to perform the rite himself. He needs them to run willingly to their deaths, thinking they stand a chance against their master.
I'm gonna keep quiet. I don't want to turn him further against me. Maybe I can get further on his good side and convince him not to do this later.
Enough! Enough talk and enough lies. You were always weak, brother. We don't follow weak.
So is this going to be a fight?
It's our only chance to be free, to end centuries of slavery. You will not ruin it, Astarion.
And it's a fight. We've got 4 of them here. Oh god. Radiant damage is gonna hurt like a bitch. And that's 1 down. Well, that hurt. Managed to get them both at once. Damn. Just the light's doing serious damage to them. And they're gone.
What a mess. Well, at least you've met my family now.
Uh-huh. You know they'll die for the right to happen. You're really willing to sacrifice them like that?
What does it matter? There's only 6 of them. And they are vampire spawn.
And so are you. You don't have sympathy for others who've been dealing with the same shit you've been?
No one ever looked out for me. No one ever said a kind thing to me. You're the only one. Other people don't have a heart like you. You're... you. No one is like that.
The world can be a much better place when you can find a home for it. Or a home in it. And there are many others who will care for you if you care for them.
Don't sell yourself so short. But... perhaps there's something in what you say.
Well, maybe he'll get it by the time we get to Cazador's ritual. Now, this place is interesting.
The Devil's Fee.
The Devil's Fee, huh? Sounds like something to do with, Sounds like this'll have something to do with our plan to get to the Hells. I'm sorry, is that a Tarask skull?
A replica devilish skull. Impressive, if a little out of place.
That was an Arcana check?
You need something. Impressive. And fashioned in some mummer's workshop to be just that, I expect.
Well, there's no way that's real. What's it even meant to be?
A replica devil's skull. Perhaps a little oversized, mind you.
I don't think it's a replica, because everybody's failing when they say it's a replica.
I must keep going.
I think that's the actual, genuine article.
That might be worth a look.
Monster horn.
Imitation horns, but barely distinguishable from the real thing.
I'm ready. Real war devil horns. The books undersold just how big they are.
Yeah. Somebody finally recognized it as the real thing.
Not as bad as it could have.
Hellsick, haven't I seen you before?
I welcome thee to the Devil's Fee, where every hellish curio's a rarity. So merry be, and shop with glee.
You perchance a Diabolist. I can get guidance from only one of them at a time. Well, succeeded.
Truly. That's remarkable. I like to deal with remarkable people. Very well. You stand before Mammon's picklock, latchkeeper of the 9 hells. My business is not information, nor hellish curios. Not really. I break people into the hells. That's my thing.
Oh. Can you get me into the House of Hope?
What a fascinating proposition. Ludicrous, of course, but fascinating nevertheless. Very well. If you wish to die in Avernus, that's your business. Mine is charging you for it. Of course, such a task will require quite the substantial donation to Lord Mammon's coffers.
Oh, of course, yeah, you work for Mammon.
Would be tantamount to suicide. Do not even entertain it.
You're just telling me not to because I'm after the hammer you don't like. I think I can go for intimidation here. It's a high class, but, yeah, I've got advantage and some powerful bonuses. Come on, give me enough off these. Failed it. Okay, I've got inspiration points, so gotta get this right. 26. Okay, halve the price.
Far be it from me to overlook reason, reflected in the edge of a blade. Half it is.
10,000, huh? Still a steep sum. I'll need to talk it over because I don't quite have that right now.
Mull or don't mull.
I'll come back to pay that later. Looks like I've got some cash to raise, but I know how I can get into the House of Hope now. Now I know how I can get my hands on that hammer. Vihira, cast Speak with Animals.
Nod and smile.
And check in on this cat.
It was another day in the City of Lies.
I heard about this one.
Where the people begged for justice until they starved. Two heroes were fated to cross paths that day. Their eyes met. Destiny was calling.
And they both answered.
Strangers? Only in a fool's definition of the word. It was the start of something incredible. Two heroes on the hunt for justice, no matter the cost. All the Tall One had to do was say yes.
Alright, sounds good to me.
The Tall One had failed the first test. They lacked caution. The cat could have just as easily been a foe as a potential friend. Perhaps it was simply not meant to be.
Well, damn. Maybe I should try that again.
On their return, the cat couldn't help but wonder whether the Tall One had finally decided how their die would be cast.
Huh. Okay. For a moment I thought that cat might have a quest for me. Guess not. Alright, looks like I can break in here without anybody complaining. What we find is a murder scene. All the boards over there are clipping. Let's read this note. Scrap of bloody paper is scrawled in an erratic, excitable hand. You've been picking where you shouldn't, Pear Tree. Placing the lordling's fire spitters throughout my city. Disgusting. They leave no blood. There's no art to it at all. Just burnt ash and corpse cinder. I walk through your basement here as I pen this. It's rather large. Roomy. They'd never find all the bits of you if I spread them out here properly. The gate is closed. Baldur's Gate, the bastion of commerce and culture, rewarded only with corruption and catastrophe. Crime, poverty, taxation, burdens unfairly heaped upon the shoulders of the common citizenry. Thieves and outsiders grow fat on its heat while native Baldurians starve in the street. For too long, the Grand Duke and his parliament of peers have left the gate unguarded. If you, like us, stand ready to defend it, then join the like-minded individuals for a frank exchange of ideas. Join the keepers of the gate. Enough is enough, the gate is closed. Seems like sentiments that Gortash was trying to build up. Sadly, no signs of any of the parts of our clown friend here. Although, it does appear that hatch we're looking for is right here. Well, as he said, roomy basement. +1 longsword through his chest. I'll take that. And on him, Clown's severed arm.
Clown's arm. Dribbles, no doubt.
I was looking for that. Now let's read this. The effigy of Yagashura who burned his mortality. What use his heart? He thought himself a titan, but died whispering for his mother. It was an exaggerated signature written in blood. Or in the red. Dear Mr. Peartree, you come highly recommended by a select few, not merely for your business acumen, but also for your ambition. That is why I'm writing to you. A question of ambition. I have in my possession a tremendous quantity of infernal iron. Its acquisition is immaterial. What matters is this. I shall need assistance distributing the weapons forged from this exquisite iron. I shall need someone ambitious, someone with less than scrupulous connections, someone, Mr. Peartree, like yourself. That, Mr. Peartree, wait, oh, they misspelled it there. It's Mr. Petrie. Oh, I've found a few other spelling errors in this game. That, Mr. Peartree, was the carrot. I often find it makes an excellent bedfellow to the stick. You consider your position. A less than scrupulous set of connections doesn't make you valuable to me. It would make you invaluable to any number of upstart city watchmen or flaming fists ready to make rank. It would really be a terrible tragedy for such bright potential to be extinguished in this way. I eagerly await your correspondence. Yours in faith, Enver Gortash. So this guy helped them with the construction of the steel watch, and has since been assassinated by Orin. Infernal contracts and bargains. One must choose which devil they deal with using utmost vigilance. Remember, devils are not only fiends, they're bastards. I once knew a man who asked for ultimate protection against his enemies from a devil of Despater. He was transported into an impregnable iron fortress deep underground, one without doors. So, pick and choose with caution, friends. For matters of money, creatures of Minoros can best salve your woes. For matters of pleasure or pain, face the fiery folk of Phagathos. So it looks like this guy also made some deals. Avernus, Archduchess Zariel, heliotrope encasing a shard of bone. Oh, this is a guide to ritual items. To see each of these areas and the lords over them. Dis, Archduke Despater. Ore of Infernal Iron. Minaros, Archduke Mammon. Single gold coin petrified in acrid peat. Phlegathos, Archduchess Fierna and her father, Archduke Belial. Everburn ash perfectly balanced on a scale of stone. Stygia, Archduke Levistus. A single coal-black eye frozen in a shard of its own tears. Malbolge, Archduchess Glaucia. A coronet stained with blood of 3 rightful rulers. Maladomini, Archduke Beelzebub. Gorian fly fed fat with the petitioner's blood. Kanya, Archduke Mephistopheles. A singular and precious text burned. Nessus, Lord Asmodeus. All known substances result in the immediate disappearance of the petitioner. Yeah, Asmodeus ain't a guy you want to fuck with. My gratitude. Dear Mr. Peartree, our business proceeds without fault and with lucrative profit. You'll find this success reflected in your upcoming deposit to your personal account. Should you continue to be such a willing tool, I can see many more deposits of similar magnitude making their way into your coffers in the future. I saw you spent the last payment with exceptional wisdom. Your new abode in the lower city is rather lovely. Men of both means and taste are exceedingly rare these days. And I would be so distraught were you to lose this beautiful home to a terrible accident of fate. Discretion is a key pillar of continued home ownership, after all. You need not respond to this letter. I will write if you are needed further. Enver Gortash. Enhanced Weapons Sales Ledger. Note for Lord Gortash. The Knight's organization appears to be collapsing. and sales to them are in steep decline. However, this is more than made up for by shipments to our new contacts in Amn. Where the Athkatla receipts next month should make everyone happy. This guy really was just providing everything to Gortash's plans. Let's investigate what's up with the bullshit we encountered with those orders for the explosives.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Faces, hands, and eyebrows. How do we protect them?
Watch for wind direction. Put on your gloves. And a light at arm's length.
Very good. And what does Uncle Falogir always say?
Once it's lit, you commit.
Excellent! Now remember, Falogir's Fireworks accepts no liability for singed nails, toasted eyelashes, loss of limbs, scalded torsos, or blown off heads. Now, you there. What can I do for you?
Well, he's got his legal rhetoric down.
In the recesses of your
Oh,
mind.
great.
He has a tadpole.
Aha! A fellow friend of Gortash. Praise the Absolute. I have a special sample, available just for you, if you wish.
I think the only sample I'll be taking is your fucking head. The merchant gave us a password to get in here and get some extra stuff, though.
Aha! You must be Arthur's friend. Keep your voice down. Yes, yes, he's just upstairs, but only one flight. If you get to the top, you've gone too far. Browse as irresponsibly as you like. Just don't tell the other customers.
Got to get this operation shut down, whatever it is.
Another friend of Falagir? All right. Just remember the top floor's off limits. Password or not.
Uh-huh.
Looking to buy a little something extra, then?
What have you
Smoke
got?
powder in its earthier forms. For purists only.
Potent bombs, then. And I'm going to be sending him up with a scroll of flight. Well, I can see now that they're loading supplies up in through the top for production. How do I get up there? 'Cause that looks a little heavily guarded. Thankfully, Asterion has an easy way to turn invisible. There's a ton of fireworks around, and he's got Firebolt. Oh. Okay, he ended up getting spotted. Thankfully, though, he has initiative. Oh god, he got caught in it. And a quick Radiant Spirit Guardians. Panther. Miss me, bitch. Ugh, Blight. Great. And Aura of Terror. Wonderful. And Cloud Kill. Well, this guy's clearly the biggest threat here. Or wait, no, they're level 12. They're the big threat. Black Gauntlet. That's foreboding and clearly high ranking. And Pounce. Oh yeah, knocked a bitch prone. And Asterian's down. Damn it. Oh damn. That fireball definitely killed my Quasit. But I think he hit some of his allies with that as well. Which is kind of fucking funny. Damn, I cannot hit her. Alright, Shadowheart. You got one obvious move here. Walk right into the middle of this clusterfuck and hit everybody. Shadowheart spell is lost. That guy just took a shitload of damage. Jaheira took an acid arrow. And now they're level 12 units dead. That caster is now dead. Only 3 left, 1 half dead. Oh god. Okay, he didn't hit the explosive barrels. Good. And Asterian's down again. And just shoved him into the acid. What the fuck? And another fireball that blows up everybody. Oh shit. All that's left is this asshole Avery. He's cornered by a flaming panther. And I think he's out of Misty Steps by now. And fireballing just blew up his office. And Jaheira's dead. That dipshit Avery just blew up his entire office with him in it. Are you shitting me? Sustained letter. Dear fellow Avery, you have done well so far, but do allow the production of smoke powder to flag. No one will question a fireworks shortage in case of a crisis. Never fear, my friend, I'll take personal interest in your shop to cover any lost income. Gortash. Installation report. The installation of self-destruction element in the Iron Throne was successful. Used majority of explosives ordered. No questions asked, none answered. Oh shit, they're gonna blow up the Iron Throne. And clearly they've got people of importance in there. Okay, thanks for the help, Withers.
Dusk, I strike thy name from the archives. Rise.
Welcome back, Jaheira. Gemini gloves. Cantrips targeting foes and allies can target an additional creature. Same target can be chosen twice. That's potent. Cloak of the Weave. Absorb elemental damage once per short rest. Take half damage from the next elemental attack targeting you, and deal an additional 1d6 of that element type on your next attack. Ooh, yeah. I'm sending that to Gale. Shapeshifter's Hat. Increase your wild shape charge by 1. This additional charge is restored upon taking a long rest. I'll take that for sure, and that is going to Jaheira, who will be equipping it immediately. Eviction notice. Snowstorms inside the house, blood weeping from the windows, and now Mr. Wimbley's cat is vomiting up frogs. The poor man had a bloody heart attack from the shock. I know you lot are trying to fight back against hags or whatever, and that's great, honestly, but I can't risk the neighborhood just because you were stupid enough to piss off a hag. Keep your rent. I want you all out by tomorrow. So there's a hag here in the city too, huh? Barely legible letter. Dear Miss Adrielle, Cled found a place. A nice old man called Mr. Garlow used to live here, but his neighbor said he doesn't live here anymore. Cled thinks it's perfect. We can hide from the hag, or fight, or whatever you think is a good idea. Cled knows you'll have a good plan. Cled will wait old Garlow's for you. Old Garlow's, huh? Place to look for, then. What's this big guy doing in the middle of the street?
Shouldn't go wandering in dark alleys. Very dangerous hobby. Gets people killed.
Uh-huh.
But surely we're safe with one of Nine Fingers' big strapping boys to protect us. That's her sigil on your ring, is it not?
Ooh, well spotted, Jaheira.
Yourself, elf.
Careful, that's High Harper Jaheira you're talking to. You don't want to fuck with her.
Jaheira? The
same J-Hero who burned down Fugal's tea shop? I saw that fire. Very big. Strange smell.
The fire was his own fault. Bad enough he was adding silk root to his brews. But he stored it poorly too.
Nasty little tea man. Sold me some of his rotten leaves once. Made me feel slow and stupid. All better now, though. Go on then. If the guildmaster doesn't want you in her hall, she'll tell you so herself.
Alright, so we might be meeting Nine Fingers in a minute. Interesting. We're coming across some big stuff now. I feel like we've only explored a small portion of this city yet, considering how much is over here still. Now what do we have in this building? Got some graffiti on it. Something happened here. Concerning my debt. Ser Uktar. With the greatest respect, it is impossible for me to continue making repayments at the rate you require, no matter how many thugs you send around the bakery. Our terms were set well before the city's lockdown, when I could still move materials freely between districts. To settle matters this 10-day, your representative agreed to take payment in the form of Kalasham nuts. Look for the half-orc with the sticky fingers. Something tells me there's more to this place. Guild ring. Kalashite emeralds are embedded in this heavy silver ring. Not just a baker. A member of the guild. They got a sizable basement. Looks like they had some operations going on here. Letter from the apothecary. Master of the guild, it will not have escaped your notice that I have doubled my latest batch. Consider this my parting token, free of charge, as I regretfully inform you that I will be leaving your employ. You have long appreciated the craft of alchemy without moral compunctions, and it appears our Archduke-to-be feels much the same. He's an old acquaintance and has offered an opportunity I simply cannot refuse. It is my understanding that market pressures have caused your own operations to shrink considerably in recent times, so let us call this serendipity and part amicably. And the guild won't take to that kindly. Guildmaster, I hope you remember me. I knew when you were still little Estelle. I helped your parents search for you in those dark days when you were missing, and celebrated with them when you were found your way back. These new guild rates are strangling business. I've sought an audience with your bursar already. He tells me it's wartime, and the city needs a well-provisioned guild. I tell him, and you, that the city will still need its cobblers when all this is done. Please don't forget where you came from. Field report indicating the status of guild's war against upstart new arrival, the Stone Lord. Oscar Fetcher Hallern, unknown. Fetcher's brats taken to Guildhall. Goblin Benny, driven underground. Workshop Bloomridge destroyed. Sewer keepers slain, hideout burn, body of Kingpin Genemine Kopali not recovered. Bellbreakers unknown, forward the nail investigating. Children of Horror pursued Stone Lord alone. Dozens of bent iron coins, crew's holy symbol, found bloodying a fountain in Steeps. Damn. Eyes and ears report. Boss, been watching over the Harper's house like you asked. They're definitely a soft bunch. Took me for an orphan more than once and invited me in for supper. I think they needed guild protection, mind. Here, I don't think they need guild protection, mind. Half-orc and the elf go armed. And even the little girl looks like she knows how to use that wooden sword she carries around. I can linger around for a while longer if you're worried, though. That orc can cook. Seeking letter of credit. Esteemed Bursor Uktar. While I entirely understand the guild's newfound need for funds and the role in protecting us from this dreadful Stone Lord, I simply cannot countenance the removal of your guards from our store. Our fair patriarchs rely on my business to keep them properly attired to face many complexities that come with governing our city, particularly in times such as these. I suggest a compromise. Rather than paying your new and perfectly reasonable tithes outright, I would be happy to receive a letter of credit for same, just as I extend my own valued customers in times of trouble. In addition, I would be happy to offer a 20% discount to your guild soldiers. so that they might be properly outfitted when watching over my establishment, as well as a 50% discount to your own esteemed guildmaster. Is she not, after all, the city's 5th and unforgotten duke? I trust this will be satisfactory. Yours, Gerard Denison, proprietor of fine fabrics in the upper city. Mutiny loves company. Keen, nothing so sad as an old wolf who doesn't know her time leading the pack is done, so consider this your notice. Stone Lord's got you running scared, and now you're hiding behind the Zentarum to keep from your door. My crew and I won't cower in the guild hall along with you. You can't beat the Stone Lord, and I suppose we'll just have to join him. Damn, the guild is just falling the fuck apart.